Morning, everybody. How you doing? Welcome back to the Spurs Talk Show. I am Sean Butler. Bugsy Malone is over my shoulder. I think you can see her. Welcome to your Thursday news bulletin. It's Thursday morning. I hope you're happy and healthy doing the things you love. Please do me a favour, guys. In all seriousness, like you always do, smash the subscribe button for me on the channel. Smash the like button for me on the video. Hit the notification bell and drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts on today's topics. And we've got a lot to get through, actually. I might have to break this down over 2 videos. First and foremost, breaking as we speak, David Ornstein of The Athletic has brought out an exclusive that Tottenham Hotspur have accepted a bid of around 100 million euros for Harry Kane. Around 85 million up front, then some add-ons. It's now over to Harry Kane and his camp to decide whether he wants to accept the deal, accept the move, leave now, stay at Tottenham, don't sign, stay at Tottenham, do sign, stay at Tottenham for now, leave next summer for free. All the options are up in the air, but according to David Ornstein, Tottenham and Bayern Munich have reached agreement. I've got to be honest, I'm very surprised if the numbers that Ornstein have put out there are to be true. Then it comes across as the same number or even slightly lower than what was reported to have been bid last week before Daniel Levy ignored their deadline and flew off to Miami. Which is a weird one. So either the numbers that were previously reported weren't true, either this number that's reported isn't true, or if both were true, then you have to imagine that there's a different structural terms that have been embedded. Maybe it's a lot more money up front, maybe the terms of the add-ons are easier to achieve. Don't know. I don't know, but look, it is what it is. If it's true, and Ornstein, for what it's worth, is very reliable. The Athletic are a sincere, integrity-based journalistic entity, and one that, when they talk, we should be listening. So it is a weird feeling right now. I don't really know what Harry Kane is going to decide. All the reports out on Sky Sports yesterday were suggesting that Harry Kane is leaning towards staying, that he's enjoying the experience of Ange Postecoglou, the Ange Ball, that he's enjoying life under this recent stewardship, that he's seeing progress in the way that we're playing football, and everything could lean into a positive outcome within that regard. However, that was the first time we sort of heard that for quite a while. And before then, it was very much that he was wanting to leave. All the German media were saying he wants out, he wants to go. His wife's been in Bavaria looking at houses, barbecues where everyone was invited apart from Bugsy and me. You know, it was, the noise was that he's there. So for me, I feel like he's going to accept, if it's true, presuming it's true, I think he's going to accept, and Tottenham have to now look at life without Harry Kane. How do I feel about it? You know, when I've been saying for weeks and weeks and weeks, I'm okay, get it done, move him on. The club is bigger than one man. We need that money. Go and drop that money on bigger, better centre backs. We can cope. We can score enough goals in this system without Harry Kane. But if we go and buy an absolute monster centre back to go alongside Van der Ven and Romero, then we've got enough about us to be able to concede far fewer, and all of that is going to be essential ingredients to a relatively successful season. So I don't know if I can change my mind on that front just because the deal is now done and reality slaps you in the face. To me, it is probably still for the best. If there was any noise or any news or any chance, possibility or opportunity that Harry Kane would stay and then leave for free, then I think that would have been gross negligence on the behalf of Daniel Levy. I won't change my mind on that. And I think at the end of the day, he's come to realise, again, presuming this is true, that the 80 or 100 million, whatever it is, you know, is too big of a risk factor. Maybe that trip to Miami included a conversation with Joe Lewis, who, despite not officially being a part of the ownership structure anymore, certainly still pulls the levers when it comes to the financial side of things from afar. And I would imagine that there was a conversation there and Joe Lewis said, "You're not getting any more money out of me, so make of that what you will. I'll leave you to make the decision on Harry Kane, but if you keep Harry Kane and Harry Kane leaves, then don't come knocking on Joe Lewis's door for another 100 million. And I think Daniel Levy maybe then said, all right, well, the leverage in the negotiation is probably not quite in my hands, or as in my hands as he previously thought it was. So it leads me to go, well, what do we do, right? Let's presume that he's out of here. Let's presume that he's not going to play against Brentford. Then it leaves you with like question marks around how do we go for the best team. Presuming we're not going to sign anybody else before Sunday, there's still time in the window to go and find replacements, and we'll talk about those in a minute. But in terms of the squad structure, presuming the squad is as it is for Sunday, but without Harry Kane, then I would imagine that Tottenham are going to keep most things the same. I think the only decision has to be is, do you play Richarlison as the 9, or do you play Sonny as the 9 and then put Solomon or Perisic on the left? For me personally, I would play Sonny in the 9 because I feel like Sonny has got far better goal scoring potential. I think, if I'm entirely honest, I don't think him on the left hand side suits his new game too much. Been feeling it for a while. I love Sonny, I want him to get back to his best, and I thought maybe the best way to get the most return from him this year is in a world where Harry Kane isn't there. I've been saying that for a while. Losing Harry Kane may make difficult decisions easier with regards how and where you fit other players in that don't naturally necessarily fit the roles that they're currently ascribed to. And I would say you move Sonny central, you put Perisic on the left, you keep Solomon as a bench option for either the right or the left, you keep Decky on the pitch, and then you go Sonny in the 9 and let him score some goals. He's the best finisher in the team outside of Harry Kane. I think that's where we go. And then of course you're going to need to go and make some adjustments to the squad over the next 2 or 3 weeks. Gift Orban, increasingly seeing those rumours, a wonderful talent, scored another hat-trick for Ghent a couple of days ago. Was it last night? I forget. This guy has just got goals galore, and he's a real powerhouse runner with the ball. He's very deliberate with what he's doing, and I really enjoy watching him play. And if you can get him for 25 million, you go and do it, and then you use the other 55 million to go and get yourself a tap sober. For what it's worth, there's this other guy, Per Schurz, who I'm going to talk about on the next video, because guys, this is the first video. This will be going up about 12, and then I'm going to have probably 2 or 3 videos today plus a live stream, so keep an eye out. But we'll continue this conversation in the second video. So yeah, for me on this particular topic, I want to know how you feel about Harry Kane. Are you going to are you going to get on board this idea that the transformation has to happen? There has to be a day when Harry Kane is no longer part of the squad, whether it's in 3 days or 3 years. There is a time when Harry Kane would have kicked his last goal, and maybe that 4 goals was a perfect way to say goodbye against Shakhtar. I'll be devastated, of course, to see him playing for another team. I'd rather him play for Bayern Munich than Manchester United next season. And I just don't want to see that risk happen where not only do you lose him for free and make no money on him as a player, but you also lose him to a rival and have him scoring goals against you in a red shirt next year. That would be too hard to swallow for me. So instead, I wish him well if he's out of here. Would just finish up by saying I'm surprised at the price. I would have thought we could eke out a little bit more. When you look at some of these other deals that are happening, Rasmus Højlund, 80 million. The guy was playing in front of 500 people and a dog or two when he was playing away from home at Copenhagen 15 months ago. He scored 8-9 goals, 10 goals I think for Atalanta, and he's an 80 million pound superstar. And Harry Kane is the same, or just a little bit more. Doesn't make sense. What about Paqueta, or how do we say his name? Lucas Paqueta, the West Ham midfielder. Looks like he's going to Manchester City for 85 million pound. If he is 85 million pound, Harry Kane is 120. It is insane to me that the valuations and the inflation in the transfer market has been what it's been. Some players seem to go for peanuts, others seem to go for fortunes, and you can't put it all down to contract length remaining or English tax, because there's a lot of examples where those two things are not necessarily present, yet the numbers still don't add up. But it is what it is. If Daniel Levy has decided to accept it, then I'll support it. Wish him well, and we will move on. I'm going to let you go, guys, but keep an eye out very shortly after this video for the second video of the day, where I'm going to be talking about Per Schurz, a little bit more about Gift Orban, about Eze, and Rio Hatate, all of which are being heavily linked with Tottenham. I'm assuming that is because we've got Harry Kane money coming in. Like, subscribe and comment, guys, and as always, bye-bye.